Yo, what up? What's good? Welcome back to the Legacy Lounge. As always, before we get started, make sure y'all share, like, subscribe. Y'all definitely want to share, like, subscribe this one. So, first of all, welcome back, man. We appreciate y'all. Y'all know the party was crazy and everything. Just a little bit time off, but we got some heat on the way. I got Dwight Macon in the building.
What's going on? How y'all doing, man?
What's good, bro? How you?
Man, I'm decent, man. Living life, man.
I like talking to people that I never had these type of conversations with because I'm asking you questions. I'm a fan. I'm going to be asking you questions like, you know, from like shit I witnessed or whatever, like as a fan. So I'm real eager to see the answers. So, it's good to talk to people I ain't never talked to before. But I thank you for coming on, man.
Appreciate y'all having me on, man. It's a blessing for all of us to be here right now, you know what I'm saying?
When me and Speed was first doing this, like we had a list of names. Like, you know what I mean? People we wanted to have on one of my lists. You on there.
Mm-hmm.
Without a doubt, you on there. I ran into you at the football game. And you're like, what's up? I'm ready.
Man, I seen it. I'm like, hey, have me on that show, man.
Yeah.
Have me on there.
I hit him. Yeah, I hit Speed like, man, Dwight ready. It's perfect timing, man, because that was probably about 9-10 months ago.
Yeah, last football season.
Yeah, football season. That was, you right.
It was the first game?
Yep. It was August, September, right around there. Yeah, this is right after Mo's episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's when
man. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's when everybody started talking, though. Like, that's when it was chatter for the good and for the bad.
For the good and for the bad.
But it was definitely chatter. Shit, we'll touch on that, though. You got a son that's making noise, man. That's making noise on the Pee Wee football circuit.
Yes, sir.
As a Steubenville legend, how it feel to have your son with another color on?
Oh well, he ain't there yet. It's Little League, so we cool. And he ain't wearing the colors that I wore. I wore the orange and black. They wear red, black, and white. That's completely different.
You're right.
That's completely different. That Steubenville Tigers vibe is way different than Steubenville Broncos vibe.
You played somewhere before the Tigers?
Mingo Chiefs.
Yeah. Shaq was telling me.
Yeah. Shaq came over. In fact, we had a 1 year. It was like Boo and them was there with me, and then when Shaq came over, then I was like, yeah, we ready.
So you was like first when the Tigers first launched.
I'm an original Tiger.
Okay.
I'm an original Tiger. When they first made it, my mom like, I ain't driving the Mingo no more for no practices. You're going right up there with your Uncle Brian. And that's where I was ever since.
Yeah, I definitely want to get into the Tigers and Uncle B. Like Uncle B blew down on me too.
Shout out Uncle B, man. That's a legend in Steubenville. True legend in Steubenville, Uncle B, man. Uncle B, I love you, big dog. We all know you know what I'm saying? You the man.
He blew down at the gala.
Did he?
What? This is what he said. He said, CJ, you ain't had no real legend on there yet. When you get a real legend on there?
Ooh, see? Stop playing with him.
I talked to him today. He called me today on the phone, actually.
Did he?
And I told him, I got your nephew on today. He like, oh, yeah, so I'm going to let y'all do everything, then I'm going to come on. So, man, shout out to Uncle B. We're going to get into Uncle B, though, because he definitely deserves his flowers. I want to give them to him in person, but we definitely going to get into it. But your son, tell me a little bit about your son, what your son doing out there.
Wow, man, Zay, man, he really impressing me, man. You know what I'm saying? I tear up before every game. I don't let him see it, but I tear up before every game, man. He gives his all out there, and he really loves the game. Like I see he love the game like I love the game. And when I see that, I'm gonna make sure I pour my all into him and this football stuff. You know what I'm saying? My dad wasn't always around. You know what I'm saying? We had his issues. You know what I'm saying? Life be lifing.
Right.
So like, you know what I'm saying? To be there every day, to see his every move and watch him grow and be successful, it's a blessing. It's a blessing, man. He's doing his thing.
He know how good you was?
Yeah, he don't care though.
What you mean?
He say he better than me. Like he say he faster than me. He'll sit there, he'll watch the clips. He be like, oh, I would have did this. You trash. Like,
how old is he?
9.
So he love the game.
Yeah, he love the game.
Katonin was telling me, I don't know if he watched y'all play somebody else or watch your son play somebody else, I should say. So he telling me about your son on defense. He like, man, the white son out there tackling everything. Like they can't block him, tackling everything. Then I seen Michaela Crawford.
Yeah.
And her son was on the
Yeah, they real tight friends.
They buddy? Okay. Yeah. Well, she was telling me, like, she was giving me the play-by-play. I'm asking her what's going on. She like, man, the white son out here killing.
Yeah.
So what, he was Bantam last year?
He was Bantam last year. He actually got blessed and had to play 3 years of Bantam.
Okay.
He was in first started Laura Highlands up in Uniontown. He had to play when he was 6. You used to play when you're 5 and 6 years old in PA. You had to play a year early in PA, so I took him up there, let him play up there. Then we went to Washington. He was actually on the JV level at Washington. They go by grade and not age.
Okay.
So we played one scrimmage game against Aliquippa. He was tearing up in that too, tackling everything. And then we had moved back down here. And then it was like, oh, he get to play Bantam. I'm like, oh, that's cookies. Yeah, he used to these bigger dudes. You know what I'm saying? Throw him right in there.
So why didn't he come with us, man? Come on, man. We know we got to touch on this. Why ain't he with the whole team,
man,
bro?
Listen, I tried. Honestly, I tried. It was a bunch of miscommunication.
All right.
I'm gonna say it. I'll leave it at that. It was a bunch of miscommunication. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? I hit one person up. I had my sister hit one person up, and we was told this, but that really wasn't the case. But that's what they was saying. I guess that's what they was telling other people. So like, I couldn't wait no more. We had a week before preview. I'm like, I'm trying to get it. I tried to throw him apart. Because you know what I'm saying, he got an older sister that cheer up there.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm trying to get him anywhere, and I hit my boy Rash out. Shout out to Matt Rash, man. He was like, yeah, bring him up here the next day. They ain't never seen him play. Nothing. They just knew my name was behind it. They knew that was my son.
It's pedigree.
Yeah. Bring him over there, and he got to play, and he loved it. Ain't nothing but good competition. Like I rather him start off like that. I know how Steubenville rocking. I know they got some hitters, and I know they got good coaching, and I know they got good players and good athletes. And you gonna be over here with some decent athletes, but they ain't gonna be like this. But show me something. What you gonna do when it's all on you?
You playing against them.
You playing against them. Can you play against them? I know you could play with them, but can you play against them? And he showed a lot. He showed a lot.
That's a dope mindset, bro. Because we think Dwight Macon is Steubenville. So you gotta be Steubenville. And I was gonna ask, but we chalk it up to a miscommunication. Shout out to Matt Rash. Matt Rash, big fan of the show, man. He be showing mad love. But I like your mindset with that. Like, we know you can play with him, but to be the best, you got to beat the best.
We actually did. He ain't win the championship. We didn't even go. We lost to Steubenville in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? He had a big moment in the regular season, though. You know what I'm saying? Had a 70-yard run in the end of the fourth quarter.
Broke the game open.
We won 6-0. Like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like our team they weighed in too much on that. Like, oh, well, we beat them before, but this is a whole different ball game now. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's the playoff time, man. We just couldn't get it done.
They got y'all back in the playoffs.
They got us back in the playoffs.
Okay.
They got us back in the playoffs, 12-0. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he got the ball every play. It was great. It was crazy, man. But he showed heart out there. He ain't quit on me. And that's what I wanted to see. You don't got to win, especially at this age. At this age, it don't matter whether you win or lose. You know what I'm saying? It's about learning the game, you know what I'm saying, developing good habits. You know what I'm saying? Showing physicality. Showing me you'll go out there and you'll put your head in there. You know what I'm saying? That's all Little League is about. Just learning the game right now. Learning to love the game. Knowing how to love the game. This is all Little League is about. So he showed me a lot.
You teaching the kids the fundamentals of the game. You teaching them to love the game, have fun with the game. And you teaching young boys how to transition into men. Like you said, it's way bigger than wins and losses.
It's way bigger
at that age. You're not even worried about that.
Yeah.
Kids want to win and you want to win deep down, but you're trying to develop them. It's all about development.
Football correlates directly to life, and I've been taught that, and that's a foundation of what I'm about. Attention to detail, time management, fundamental skills, discipline, teamwork, you know what I'm saying, accountability. Football directly correlates to life, you know what I'm saying? So you're going to do that regardless. We're gonna learn them fundamentals, and then whatever you get out of that is what you take out of that. But we're going to learn these fundamentals for football because it correlates to life.
And it's dope that you as a father, as an athlete, you get to go through all of that, what you're saying. Like you said, your pops was, life was life, and so he wasn't always there. I got girls, man. I got 3 girls, but same being, like my dad wasn't around, and my dad wasn't around at all.
Right.
But that made me want to be a better father. You know what I mean? They're just so they didn't have to go through what I went through.
Right.
With your love of the game in football, I can only imagine, man, how that make you feel when you say you're tearing up before the games.
Every game, I catch myself like, man, tighten up. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know someone be like, man, you soft. Why you crying? Because I'm always teaching him, you better not be crying. The whole time, I'm over here boo-hooing because while the national anthem playing, I'm over here tearing up, glasses all fogged up.
It feels different, though, I bet, man.
It feels very different. I mean, it's the same with my oldest daughter, even though she don't play football, but like any sport, like, because I was a hooper, I hoop. So when she go out there and hoop, like I'm right there with her. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out how to teach the game to her in a different way that I teach my son. Because, you know, my son, I'm on you. Like, hey, but with baby girl, my firstborn, I don't know how to do all that. I don't
You
know
soft.
how to, yeah, I'm soft.
Yeah.
I'm soft. I'm soft with her.
Just go and say it.
Yeah, I'm soft. I'm soft too. I'm soft with G. G's, I ain't never going to be hard on her.
How old is she?
11. She's 11. She just turned 11 in March. And she got the skills, you know what I'm saying? Like, she can be good. She can be really good in basketball. She do everything, basketball, volleyball, she cheers, she do tumbling, she play the cello or whatever that instrument is, she plays.
It's in the orchestra?
Yeah.
I don't know what them is, bro. My daughter was playing something. She was going crazy, but
I don't know what it is, but she play it, and I be there.
You don't got no choice, yeah.
I'm there just watching.
Just listening to the
just listen to I don't know what's going on, man. But she's an absolute brainiac, you know what I'm saying? We trying to get her into Lindsley this year.
That's dope, bro.
Coming up.
Congratulations.
She is a brainiac. Not saying my son's smart too, but sometimes he be, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but
he got time. Man.
Yeah, he got time. But he's a straight A student. I can't, you know what I'm saying? It was the common sense factor of things. But like with the schoolwork, my kids are brainiacs, and I'm blessed. Because not all people can say that. You know what I'm saying? I know all kids try their best when they're in school, but I'm just blessed to have kids that are excelling in all forms, whether in sports and life and education.
That's dope, bro. I can tell, you know, obviously what your kids mean to you.
Yeah, everything. By the
way you talk about them.
Everything.
I mean, yeah, just, you know, you can tell you're a proud dad.
Yeah.
With your love for the sports and everything, I'm sure that hit different for your daughter too.
Yes, it does for all of them. But it's just something real different when it comes to that football. It's just something different.
I'm going to get to the Tigers because I want to give the Tigers their flowers.
Yeah.
While we talk about family, you talk about your kids, your sister.
The GOAT.
So I'm glad you said that. What she did, bro, I don't understand why it don't get talked about more, bro.
They need to look into these females because their stuff is just as important as the male stuff. And some people put down cheering like it ain't that big, but I ain't win no state championship when I was in school or when nobody else was in school. You don't hear about the cheerleaders winning states. They went down to nationals and took second. Only took second because the sign was upside down. The other team thought that they won. So that's in Florida. She came up here. They won. They always win that fair thing. That was a no-brainer. And we barely won that when I was in school. 3 state championships back to back to back. You don't see that. Not around here, you don't.
It's unheard of.
Not around here, you
For y'all who don't know, we're talking about Sierra Jones, Dwight's sister. She came, where'd she come from? Toledo.
Mm-hmm.
And she took over the cheering squad. They end up winning back to back to back state championships.
Mm-hmm.
Unheard of. And they get love, and she gets love, but not the love she deserves. No.
She deserves
the GOAT.
Her flowers. She's the GOAT. I always tell everybody knows Dwight Macon. I play quarterback, yada, yada. The real one, the real Macon is Sierra, man. She got the schooling. She got the sports. She got the life. She's prospering in every fashion of life you can think of. She is at the top of the top. Top of the top, man. I'm blessed to have her as a sister. Sometimes I feel like it's my second mom at times, even though she's younger than me. But, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we lost our mother. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad to have her right here. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know where I would be in this moment if not for her. You know what I'm saying? I love and appreciate Sierra Jones to the utmost. Like, she's a dog.
That's deep, bro. I appreciate you sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
I know how close y'all is. I know how close y'all is as a family. And, man, you know, to sit here and be vulnerable and give your sister flowers like that, man, that's dope. I appreciate that.
Anytime.
For sure.
Anything for her, man.
Shout out to Sierra.
Yep, shout out to C, man.
Hey, and you can actually, please, I would love for you to come on the show. Love for you to come on the show.
I'm going to tell her in the morning when I call her.
Yeah.
Hey.
We
on this show.
Yeah, we need her here, man. I would love to pick her brain and have that conversation. So he gonna tell you in the morning, but when you see in this Sierra, please, you got the open invite. We'd love to have you on. Shout out to everything she's doing. Assistant principal at Harding now,
running things, man.
Yeah, she's making big waves, man. She came back and blew the roof off.
Blew the roof off with everything.
Very impactful. And we really appreciate her, man. We gotta have her on. We'll go back to the Tigers. Because when I was growing up, bro, we didn't have
Little League.
Right, it was the same thing. So people played for Weirton
And Mingo and Creek.
all of that, but we didn't have that. We had flag football, you know what I mean, 4th, 5th, 6th grade, and literally that was it. I don't think there was a core group of people who was willing to get together and put that work in at that time. Like, you know, the gentleman that stepped up for y'all. And I know it started Michael McIntyre.
Coach Mack and them, man. Coach Mack, man. Shout out to Coach Mack and them, man. Love y'all, man. Because I actually played Mingo with his son, Jordan.
J-Mac, yeah.
Yeah, Jordan, J-Mac, yeah. We played together. And then that next year, he was like, nah, they making their own stuff. So I went right over there, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Y'all really started something that's still going to this day. I mean, y'all is the foundation of Little League football in Steubenville. We love and appreciate it dearly because our kids got something to look forward to now.
Bro, that's GOAT status.
Yeah.
Like that, they started something and that impact it can't be measured.
It can't be measured.
It can't be.
It cannot be.
And again, I want to talk about a lot of them people that impacted you, but when I talk about Mike Mack, Coach Mack, and all of those guys that was there at the beginning, you understand, you got kids and you was there, but people don't understand the sacrifice that them men made to launch the program and to keep that program up. They not getting paid.
No, not getting paid at all.
Like they working full-time jobs.
Coming out here and dealing with these kids, with some kids is hard to deal with. Let's be honest. Some kids is hard to deal with. And for you to take your time out, tired, sleepy, hungry, and to be here for these young gentlemen out here, it's a blessing.
Yeah, shout out to them men, man. Shout out to all of them and the people that's doing it right now. Shout out to James. James deserves his flowers too, man. The sacrifice, man, and the time that they put in for that program, man, for them kids. Some of these kids ain't got dads. A lot of these kids ain't got dads or moms for that matter. Right. And the most structure they have is Pee Wee football. Yeah. And it's a thankless job, bro. They're not getting paid. People talking about them. You know what I mean? They bashing them on social media, and all they doing is volunteering, trying to make a difference.
They doing their best to try to get the best out of your kids. So we just need to sometimes, as parents, because I've caught myself like, hey, you know what I'm saying? But as parents, we need to sit back and actually think, like, man, these guys are trying their best out here. You know what I'm saying? So let's lay off and let them do their job, because we ain't doing it. If we were able to do it, we probably still wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So
pipe down.
Yeah.
Like let them men do their job and support them. Like so let them men and women, because there's cheering too, man.
Yes.
But let them, you know, they volunteers, man. Let them do their job and develop these young men, these young boys and girls, and the men and women. You started what? You was a JV Tigers?
I started Tiger. I started JV. Yeah.
So you was a quarterback the whole time?
No.
So what was you?
No, I played running back.
Who was the quarterback?
Running back. Quarterback was Anthony Pirro. My dog, shout out to AP. It's my brother, man. Hey, running back. I actually wasn't the starter. I actually split time with Josh Thompson.
The hurdler.
Half the year I split time.
That's a real class athlete.
Yeah.
Again, and I talked to, I think it was Mo or Jaquan. He don't get talked about enough. He don't get talked
about a lot because he went to LSU and everything.
And clown.
Was clowning and tried out for the Olympics. Barely just didn't make it. So like it's a lot of brothers for the city, man, that's not getting the recognition.
That's a fact.
That they should get, man.
That's a fact.
But yeah, man, I split time with Josh. Me and Josh, we had a stacked team. Our team was stacked.
Y'all won it all?
No, we actually lost in the championship.
Who beat y'all?
We lost to Park. Richard Hall and them, man. I never forget it. 8-6.
Yeah?
8-6.
You were sick.
I was sick. I was sick, man, because Coach Tyrone, I loved Coach Tyrone, but a week before practice, they see me throwing the ball around, and I was launching it, and they put me at quarterback for that game.
The championship game.
Yeah.
That was the only game you played quarterback.
Only game I played quarterback.
What'd they do with Pirro?
He went to wide receiver. Listen, this thing about Anthony, he hated quarterback. Hated it. He didn't like the spotlight. Anthony was laid back, chill. He wanted to catch the ball. He don't want all that on it. He don't want all that on his plate, right? You know what I'm saying? Not back then. Now he's doing his thing, head coach at Edison. He's the dog.
Is he the head coach now?
He's the head coach at Edison.
Oh, that's dope. Congratulations.
Yes, he is.
I thought he was the OC. I didn't know he was the head coach.
Last year. They just gave him the head coaching job.
That's dope.
Yeah, but he real laid back. So but he loved to catch the ball. So, you know what I'm saying? I want to say he scored. I want to say I threw him a touchdown in that game, but I mean, I should have kept me at running back for that game, man.
So from that point on, you was QB?
I was a quarterback ever since.
Ever since.
Ever since. Never played nothing else.
Harding quarterback.
Harding quarterback. Freshman quarterback. I actually played wide receiver as a freshman.
On varsity?
On varsity. I got in on 2 minute.
What's your number?
What number was I? 11.
Yeah?
11.
Okay.
I actually got in, man. Man, shout out to Zach, bro. Man, you ain't throw me the ball, man. Then I'm wide open in the end zone. 2 minutes, he threw it to Bobo. He scored and everything, but I'm like, dang, man, give me some pub freshman year. I probably would have dropped it. I ain't gonna hold you.
Man, I mean, because they had freshman year, so that was Vogel, Mobo, Stevie Davis.
Stevie, yeah. But they put me in.
They was stacked, too.
They was stacked.
Yeah, well, y'all was stacked. You was on the team.
Yeah. They was stacked, but I wasn't, like, established in that stackness. I was just around, lingering in the background, but they was stacked. That 05, 06, 06, 07, that 2-year stretch, man.
Bro, so that stretch of football, I'm a little bit older. I graduated in 01.
Mm-hmm.
So I started understanding and watching football. I was Tubbo in them. The 94 team was the best team I've ever seen.
See, I never got to see them, but I heard.
I don't know how they – I mean, I know how they wouldn't win the state championship, but that's the best team I had ever seen. They hadn't seen a state championship. The city hadn't seen a state championship since 84.
Yeah.
With the 05 team, when they start going, like winning and going on that roll. Bro, I'm telling you, the playoff games – and you remember, it's the same when you was playing, but – bro, the whole city was there.
I was there. The 05, 06, I was water boy.
I was
water boy.
Whole city,
man,
bro.
It was crazy, man. It was lit. There wasn't nothing like it at that time of football. That time of bigger football, there was nothing.
Glory days. I've never seen nothing like it, bro.
There was nothing like it. I admired bigger football. That's all I wanted to do. I ain't care about no other sport for real. I'm like, I can't wait till I get the bigger head.
It was understood that when Zach graduated, you was next.
No.
As a sophomore?
No, I did not know.
Because you know that's never been a thing.
I did not know. Yeah, it never happened. Yeah, I did not know. I actually thought that I was going to be like the backup. Cause I thought Stevie was going to start.
So Stevie played QB?
Stevie was a back, you know what I'm saying? I was thinking he would be next up. Especially I was going through the scrimmages and stuff, and I wasn't feeling like I was a starter. Like, I was taking starter reps, but I wasn't feeling like I was a starter.
Who else was playing quarterback?
Steve.
Oh, Stevie was playing. Okay, I didn't know he played quarterback.
Yeah, he would get reps too at practice.
Okay.
So, like, I didn't know what was going on. Then they came to me and was like, yeah, like, you starting, I'm shitting bricks. If I had a ball,
So like, they came to you in the summer?
They came to me 2 weeks before the first game. 2 weeks before the first game, Haney pulled me to the side. Like, that's my dog. Shout out to Coach Haney, bro. Listen, the coolest quarterback coach you could think of, man. He just laid back, smooth, like, you know what I'm saying?
Like he is in real life, just smooth dude.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was borderline scared of Radock. I really didn't want to talk to Radock. The best offensive coordinator that I ever had, well, I was scared of him. Radock, I didn't want to talk to him. He's tall, you know what I'm saying, looking, but he never screamed. Like, he never screamed and yelled at me or nothing, but I just knew he was serious when he talked to me. Like, when he came to talk to me, he would always, it would either be JoJo or Haney that would talk to me. But if he came to talk to me, it was serious. Like, he would be like, if he comes like, hey, we need you this game, hey. But all right, I see what it is now. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to them. Shout out to them. But I was 14. I'm the youngest quarterback to ever start in bigger history.
Bro, that's crazy. You was 14.
I was 14 years old, my first snap of football.
And like I said, in my years, man, you had to be an exceptional player to even play as a sophomore.
And I knew that.
Like,
that's why I'm
starting quarterback was unheard of.
That's why I'm thinking I'm the backup because Zip even started as a junior.
And he played receiver as a sophomore. Like,
they had Tone. Mm-hmm. Tone was there. So I'm not thinking like I'm getting ready to play. Like, I knew I was him though, like freshman year. I knew, you know what I'm saying? Because when I played all my freshman games, lit them up. You know what I'm saying? We beat on Camp McKinley, Ursuline, Massillon. So we lightened them up. And then I played reserve too. So
you was playing reserve as a freshman?
I played reserve as a freshman.
Okay. So
it was only like maybe like two or three of us. I think Jordan Banks played, Sage played, and Demetrius Brandon. He played as on reserves. When I see in reserve games, it's like Saka come watch, but he'll leave at a certain point. He got to the point where he wasn't leaving. So I'm like, oh, okay. I'm not even thinking he looking at me, but I'm not even knowing they looking at me. He probably wasn't, but I'm thinking like he looking at me. So I got to show something out here. You know what I'm saying? So, and then they brought me up to varsity, and I actually got in the game. Like, it's the playoffs, and I'm in there brick cold, freezing. It was a hell of a time, man.
I like to give out flowers, bro. I'm sure you watched it, man. I like to give out flowers. So as a fan, I'm a Big Red fan. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I go back to Tubbo to now. I'm a Big Red fan all through the years, 35 years, 36 years. Like, we talk about people, like we talked about Josh Thompson, like not getting the credit they deserve. It might sound crazy because everybody know how nice you was. Mm-hmm. To me, you the most underrated, like underappreciated. It had to be because you came right after Zach.
Came right after Zip,
bro. If you anywhere else, like, it's because you came right after Zach. Bro, you could have been the best running back. Like,
in
the state, like, you could, like,
I actually kind of looking back at it, I wish I did play ready for that.
Like, bro, you carried the rock a lot. Like, you know what I mean? You 14-year-old sophomore. How that feel? Like, you leading Big Red.
Man, it's an experience that I never forget, man, playing Indian Creek, man. I'm sweating profusely. I'm just nervous as hell. Everybody coming to me, it's all good, you gonna be all right. I don't want to hear that shit right now. Like, I got to go lead these, you know what I'm saying, especially after the back-to-back state champs, like, and I got to come in, these the shoes that you want me to feel?
That's pressure. That's pressure.
That's pressure.
Bro.
Like, these the shoes you want me to feel, and they here. The team is here. Like, that state team, them players came back to watch. They came back to watch a lot of our games. Like, they're here on the sidelines, and I got to lead this team to a W. It was an experience. And I tell you, my first touchdown, I called the wrong play. I called the play backwards. I had both sides of the line pulling. And
you ran it in?
And I ran it in. I ran straight up the middle. Like, both sides of the line pulled. So the only people that's blocking is the center and both the guards. Both the tackles pulled. Ran into each other. I ran straight up the middle, scored a touchdown. I have no clue how it happened.
As a freshman, you already knew you was him. Like, but, like, was there a point in that season, like,
Kansas Central. Kansas Central, week 9. We was playing at Kansas Central. They was 9-0. It's their homecoming. After that game, I had all the confidence in the world.
What you do that game?
I had 300 yards passing and 200 rushing, and I threw a touchdown with no time left on the clock.
One more time. What you had?
I had over 300 yards passing and over 200 yards rushing, and I threw a touchdown with no time left on the clock.
So I asked you what you did that game because I know what you did that game. Reason why I know it's the best game I've ever seen anybody from Big Red play. The best game I've ever seen an individual play was you versus Kansas Central Catholic.
The crazy part about it, I did it twice against the
same team
in the playoffs. I did the same exact stat line, but this time it was flipped. I had 300 yards rushing.
I think I might be talking about the playoff game, bro.
I know you're talking about the
okay.
That 9 one, but I actually did it again. That's the crazy part. I did it again. I just flipped the stats.
I know they hated you.
Yeah, they hated me.
That was both your sophomore year?
That was both my sophomore. That was my first year.
They won back-to-back state championships in Division III. When you took over, y'all went to D4.
We went to D4 with all the Catholic schools.
Y'all stay D3, y'all win a state championship easy. Y'all ran into Mooney, right?
Yeah, every year. I played them every year. I'm 1-2 against them. I can't stand them.
They was stacked. Your sophomore year, they was stacked.
Oh, my gosh. Listen, the high school was at a different level of football at this game. I actually checked myself out of the game in the fourth quarter on the third down at the end of the game. When I seen Radock is 6'6", almost 300 pounds. When I seen him getting lifted up off his feet by Taylor Hill, shout out to him, man, went to Oklahoma.
This is Andrew
Radokovich.
Okay.
Getting lifted up off his feet by Taylor Hill. He was number 5. And he hit me so hard. It's second down, but we keep going backwards because I keep getting sacked because they we on the 4-yard line. I got up and walked off the field. Coach Sack just slapped me on the back of the helmet and said, "Good game."
You ain't go back in, bro?
No. It's a minute 08 on the clock, something like that. It's a minute left. It's third and forever. I ain't going, man, listen.
I remember the game.
I took punishment that game. Like that
I remember the one game they held you up. That's that game.
That's the game.
They held you up and took the ball from you.
The first play of the game. No, it wasn't the first play. The first play of the game, I got choke slammed down there by Big Zordich. That happened in the third quarter. I was running. I had a nice, decent little run. And that's how I know I need to get stronger. I ain't strong enough. Man, I got the ball. I'm cutting up. I'm at like the 10, man. some dude grabbed me and he lawnmower just ripped the ball. The ball went flying way over there. I said, "Ooh, I ain't strong enough."
They ran it back, I think.
No, they ain't ran back.
Okay,
They ran a pump back. The drive after. It was ugly, but it was ugly early. But man, we fought though. We fought back. We definitely fought back. We lost 35-20, but we fought back. It was bad. It was bad that game.
I always remember saying, like, man, if they stay D3, like, they back to back to back.
Yeah. But man, but I loved it though. I appreciated where they put us at, man. Get us that nice, good competition. Because that Catholic ball it's a little different than the regular, you know what I'm saying? Because they can recruit. They can recruit players. So imagine if we could recruit players, if we took players from here, from this school, from that school, and bring them all
together.
And imagine what we could be. But I never picked nobody over my guys. I wouldn't pick nobody off the 06, 05, 06 team. I wouldn't pick nobody off the 06, 07 team. Respect to those guys. But these are the guys that I went to war with, blood, sweat, and tears with. So I'm gonna pick them over everybody, and we just gonna have to go out there and try to make it happen.
That's dope, man. That's that's a leader.
Yeah.
And they was definitely everybody was rallying behind you. You start getting looks, like college looks, after your sophomore year?
Slightly. I started getting real college looks after my junior year, but that was the year like I wasn't running as much. I was
showcasing that arm.
Yeah, I was throwing the ball. I got a little bit more mature, a little bit better in the pocket, reading things. And that's when the looks came in. I had about 12, 15 offers.
I know there's a highlight tape on YouTube or something.
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Listen, man, y'all don't know who this is, or y'all too young, or y'all was too old. Y'all ain't get to watch Dwight Macon play football. 'Cause, I mean, quarterback, but football player.
Yeah.
Man, if y'all ain't get to see bro play, check that out, man.
Like I said, like people would be like, "Oh, that team was stacked with Zach and them. Like, if you could have had some of them players," I'm like, but what made me who I am is not having them players. So, like, you know what I'm saying? But my guys was good. My junior year, we went 15-1, 14-1. Only loss was in the state championship.
I was to
game.
Alter.
Yeah, man. That's a game. I can't even watch that game.
I talked to Shaq about it. Me and Shaq talked.
Hey, man, Shaq was funny that game, bro. Halftime, he spazzed, bro.
So Beam told me like years ago. Like Boo told me years ago.
Yeah, they ain't play Boo, man. That really. Yeah, that's something.
We're gonna get Boo on and talk about that too. We're gonna get Boo on and talk about that.
Yeah, let Boo tell you about that.
Yeah, we definitely gotta get Boo on. Boo told me about Shaq, like the halftime speech.
Oh yeah.
Now Shaq don't talk.
Yeah. Listen. He talk with us, he talk. Shaq cussed everybody out. Like literally everybody. I'm over there, my finger broke from playing defense. I'm broke. So like I hear him yelling, but I'm just trying to compartmentalize myself to get out here. Because we got to win this damn game. We down what? I think we was only down 6-0 at halftime. It wasn't crazy.
Right.
But, like, we just couldn't do nothing on offense, bro. Like, we couldn't. Like, we moved the rock. We was cool from 30 to 30. Man, we get to that 30-yard line on the other side, man, stall out every time. Every time, man. But Shaq spaz, bro. We ain't doing this. Da-da-da. He calling everybody out. Da-da-da.
They said he called Bronco out, man.
Wait, he spazzed on bro, what? West Virginia? You ain't doing da-da-da. Oh man, that shit was hilarious. I couldn't even laugh because I'm mad we losing and I'm fucked up for real. Like, so I'm mad we losing. So I couldn't laugh, but looking back at it, man, that shit was hilarious. There was a lot of that. We had probably one of the best teams that ever come out of Big Red. Like it was games where we put in 40. Like I'm not playing me, Shaq, Jesse, Kill, and them. We not playing beginning of third quarters and stuff because it's that bad. You know what I'm saying? But you don't understand what was going on in between that.
Behind the
scenes, man. Shaq, especially on defense. Because I didn't play a lot of defense because Coach Shaq wouldn't let me. But when I did, man, that was hilarious. The arguing and the fighting that went on defense is hilarious.
So who was the leader on defense?
Man, me personally, I mean, it's supposed to be Bronk, but like vocal-wise, like it's Kill.
Okay.
It was Shaq, man. Shaq was the leader on defense. And him and Jesse was the leaders on defense. And think about it, they're sophomores at the time. They're puppies out there. This is their first year out there with us.
Oh, they're younger than you.
They're younger than me. They're younger than me. Not age-wise. Jesse's actually older than me.
Right.
I want to say me and Shaq. Shaq might be older than me. No, I think younger than me, but we're the same age. But they're young out there, but those dogs. Absolute animals at linebacker. Man, as I said, that's the best linebacking core ever, and I stand on that.
Shaq, Jesse, Bronco.
Shaq, Jesse, Bronco.
It's going to be tough to beat that.
It's going to be tough to beat that, man.
It's going to be tough to beat that, bro.
You know what I'm saying? The other good linebackers like Scoon and Meat,
yeah.
But who was playing next to them? Yeah. Tamale and Presley. So there you go. That's your comp right there. There's your comp.
All right, there you go, man. So, which one?
I mean, I gotta pick my guys.
You gotta pick your guys.
I gotta pick my guys.
You play with. Because I like healthy debate, man. So when you talk, people gonna listen.
Yeah,
everybody gonna have opinions. Like, nah, back in the '90s they had this, and this.
That's the linebacking crew that competes with them. That's the only one that I know of. I'm gonna tell you this though. I fell in love with Big Red football with one player, and you wouldn't even think of who he was, man.
Who was it?
Scoon. It was. I don't know why. That 8 with that neck roll, bro, and he's out there with that cast on, just lighting people up, man. Scoon is my all-time favorite Big Red player.
Shaq gave hella flowers to Scoon. Like Shaq said the same thing. Like
Scoon was my all-time favorite Big Red player is Scoon.
Man, R.I.P. to Scoon.
R.I.P. Scoon, man. I love Scoon.
You know, like people looked at Scoon like the ladies, man. Scoon was a dog out there.
Was an animal out there.
Like an animal.
The animal. Look, as a kid, so I'm a kid. So this is what Scoon was 02.
Scoon was 03, 04.
03, 04.
03.
So
he was with Nate Hubbard in the
So I'm in like third grade. Like I'm scared to death of him. Scared to death of him, bro. Scared to death of him, man.
And he was soft spoken.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think it was spooked me because he ain't say nothing. He's out there just wired. But he was lighting people up. I just love to watch him play.
It was Scoon and Meat back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Like
the linebacker, it was a thing. You know what I'm saying? So we had to find a linebacker at the Meat. Bronk came over from Weirton. You know what I'm saying? They always say, y'all stole Bronco from us. We don't care about none of that. Get over here. We need another middle linebacker.
And he was it.
Underrated Mike, though, man. LaShawn, Luke.
The minivan.
Minivan, bro.
The minivan.
Underrated Mike, man. He was an animal. He was my Mike when I was a senior.
The minivan, yeah.
Minivan
it's crazy, dog. Bro. There's so many
players.
There's so many people that put on that jersey and
had an impact.
Man, shit, man, we're gonna talk about it. Yeah. So man, we had Mo on, man. And anytime we talk about Big Red football, man, we're gonna talk about the Mo interview. Sorry, Mo. Like, I don't gotta apologize to Mo. Mo would know what it is with me. I love Mo. That's my guy. Like literally my guy. Mm-hmm. But we being honest, man, that started with the podcast.
Yeah.
Like that started a lot of chatter. Me and you talked about it a little bit at the game. Like that's when I talked about having you on. I was saying with when you hear Big Red, you think football.
Football,
yeah. So nobody wasn't hearing what I was saying. I was saying like track accolades, football accolades together, regardless of the role you played, you know what I mean, right. 2 state champ. And he played a big role. That's what I was saying. So when Mo was saying what he was saying, it was basically responding to me.
Yeah.
I was saying that, you know what I mean, he was my goat.
Right.
And then he said what he said, and then, you know, the chatter took off. Right. So that's what happened there. But what's your opinion on it?
About the best athlete to come out of the Red?
Yeah, your best athlete.
My best athlete, Stevie. By a mile.
Bro, you ain't the only one to say that.
By a long shot. Like it's to me, it's not even close. Like I understand Mo having his two states, and he was a dog in that track shit. He was a dog, you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't the man in hoops, and he wasn't the man in football. He was good at playing wide receiver. He was a decent wide out. He was pretty good wide out, but he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? All right, here's how I see it. When you think of Big Red football, the first thing to pop up in your mind is what? Zach.
Right.
Who's the second?
You asking me?
Yeah.
For me, it's Tubbo.
Okay. Yeah. Who's the third?
It would be you.
Who's the fourth?
You asking fourth, bro? Like
in your mind, you're not thinking about Mo Bogart.
No.
You see what I'm saying?
No, for
you
sure.
See what I'm saying?
He know that. Though.
You got to be that man in that sport. Stevie was that man in basketball with no effort. He ain't lift weights. He ain't hustle. None of that. He could get off the couch, shorts, t-shirt, and go ball out. He was fast. It was nasty in baseball. I'm talking about athlete. Anything he do with no effort.
I always heard he never touched the weights.
No, he be in there. He in the weight room, but he ain't doing shit.
Bro, pound for pound, give me Stevie Davis any day. Yeah,
man. Listen,
pound for pound.
His instincts in sports, man. His mind in sports is crazy, bro. When he played football, bro, he was like Ed Reed back there.
He was.
He going out of place. It's cover 3. He's supposed to be back there. Why are you up here intercepting the ball? He did it against Kansas Central Catholic when I was a sophomore. He picked off a slant. It's cover 3. If somebody runs down the middle of the field, there's nobody there. He picked up an interception, took it to the crib.
And he blocking kicks.
You see what I'm saying? Like, he was that man in basketball, hooping.
I didn't know he hooped.
He was a hooper.
I just thought he was baseball.
No, he started him zipping them. He just quit playing at a certain point.
Okay.
When Zach left, he left.
Yeah, I didn't know he hooped.
He hooped.
I knew he was nasty in baseball. Obviously,
nasty in football.
Coastal Carolina, what they call him, the showstopper. Like he was the showstopper.
He did everything, man. He picked the ball off or something. He got caught a pass. He's out there waving to people when he's running on the like you know what I'm saying? Like he was
in the championship
game.
A dog. Like, he was doing that Tyreek Hill. Yeah,
man. I give all respect. You know what I'm saying? To Stevie, man. Like you even could put Zach up there because he was that man in basketball. He was nice in baseball.
Started as a freshman.
He's arguably the greatest player to come out the Red. It's no disrespect to Mo. Mo was a fine player and everything, and he was the man in track. But no, it's Stevie. It's Stevie.
I'm glad you said that, man. Shout out to Stevie, man.
And some people will say Chucky. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't there from what I seen. From all the people that I seen. The best athlete to come out the Red is Stevie because he does it with no effort and no work. Just imagine what he would be if he actually had a work ethic.
He's just working off of pure talent.
Pure talent, instincts, talent and instinct. He's a goofball. He's a clown.
Everybody says the same exact thing. I talk to Scrap, man. Scrap be telling me about Stevie all the time. That's what he always said.
Stevie.
Clown.
It's Stevie. He's a clown. He's
never hit the like
goofball. Funny. He a funny dude, man.
Never serious.
Never serious.
That's what he said.
You'll always notice him. You always notice him. If Mobo don't catch a touchdown in the game, but we win by 30, you might even notice for real. You know what I'm saying? But he's contributing to the game in all facets. He's blocking punts, catching passes. You know what I'm saying? Doing anything, intercepting the ball. All around player, bro. I don't see nothing better than that, man. I ain't never seen nothing better than Steve, man.
To this day, Steve.
And Steve was a dickhead. Me and Steve got into it when I was a freshman. On the field, we got into it.
Y'all was on JVs?
No, I was on. I'll tell you, I moved up.
You was playing varsity.
I came up, so I'm not starting, but I'm saying I'm out there. Me and Steve got into it for a hot second. I earned my respect that day. I ain't gonna say what happened, but I earned my respect that
man,
day.
Shout out to Stevie.
Yeah, shout out to Steve, man.
Shout out to Stevie, man.
Steve was a dog. Steve is my man to this day, bro. Steve was a dog.
Good
man.
dude, but shit, if you got Dwight Macon stamping you as the best, man, that's a hell of an endorsement for
the best athlete, man. To me, my person. Yes,
that's your opinion. Yeah,
it's my opinion. It's my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, Mo and everybody else, they got their own opinion. If you feel like it's him, kudos to you, man. Drop your nuts. You say it's you, it's you. Like, I hear you, but no. No, that's just me.
We get it. No,
we
man.
All get it. We all get it. You know
your opinion mattered, man. Right. For sure. That's why we got you on here, bro. You a legend. Yeah. You a legend for real. So, all right. So I want to go to Toledo.
Yeah.
So how you end up at Toledo?
I actually wasn't even supposed to be there, man. I was committed to Central Michigan, and I committed to Central Michigan because they had a quarterback named Dan Lefevre who played. He was the last pick of the draft. I forget what draft it was, But and he played just like I played. Let me say he threw the ball, but he ran, and they ran him a good bit. So, and the crazy part about it is, my host was Antonio Brown.
No way.
Yeah, people don't know Antonio Brown went to Central Michigan.
Right.
Yeah, he was my host. And to see Antonio Brown now, it's the same Antonio
Same dude,
Brown.
bro.
Same dude, man. He told the coach, I'm getting 3 touchdowns in the first half, and I'm not playing no more. I don't think it's the truth. I'm thinking, man.
What, this a game you go watch?
This is the game I went to watch.
Okay.
So it's on my visit. So I went on a visit to a game. So he's my host, but I'm at the game. And he gets sure enough, got 3 touchdowns, and he didn't go back in the game.
3 touchdowns in the first half?
In the first half, he did not go back in the game. AB was a dog. Gold's in his mouth. AB was a dog. So I'm like, I want to play here. I did that. I committed to them. When was it? I want to say summer going into my senior year.
Okay.
And then they got a whole new coaching staff. So they went to like Power Eye. Coach came to my crib talking about something. Oh, we might get you in a Wildcat. Yeah, go ahead. Respectfully, push it aside. And then I met Coach Candle at the Toledo. Coach Candle is my dog, wide receiver coach. Matter of fact, it was crazy. His team actually beat Steubenville in the state championship. I want to say 88. Was it 88?
He played for Akron Bucknell?
Nah, it was I forget what school he went to. But they beat us I want to say it was 88 with Joe Johnson and them.
That was Joe lost. That was 85. Joe was on the 84 state championship team.
But we went again after
that.
Yeah. And whoever we lost to, he was on that team.
Okay.
So, and we was up by like 30. They took all the starters out. They came back and beat us.
Columbus DeSales?
No, I wasn't DeSales. What team was it? We scrimmaged them before when I was in school. I forget what team it was. But yeah, he actually came to a basketball game. They came to a basketball game. We got beat by 50 by Park. They throwing alley-oops off the backboard and everything. We got pummeled with that game. They already offered me, but they knew I committed to Central, but I decommitted and I signed with them. And I wish we had this transfer portal.
So you signed with them as a quarterback?
As a quarterback. I signed with them as a quarterback. I had like 12 to 15 offers, but a lot of the bigger schools was defense. I played defense sparingly, but I had little clips of like defense.
So you got a lot of offers to play
safety.
To D1 to play safety?
Yeah, play safety. Yeah, Nebraska, Kansas State, Kansas. What was another one? Wyoming. No, Wyoming wanted me to play quarterback. I want to say those were the 3 biggest. Kansas State, and Nebraska wanted me to play safety.
But you wanted to play quarterback?
I wanted to play quarterback. Stubborn, stupid. Coach P always told me too. That was my shout out to Coach P, man. It's like a second dad to me. That was my dog. Still is to this day. But he was like, man, you know you should have played defense. I'm like, I know. But yeah, they wanted me
to play defense. Had your mind made up.
I had my mind made up. I want to score touchdowns.
Okay.
I want the ball. Like, I always had it. Why
would
I not want
that's
it?
Different, bro, for you. Like, you always had it.
I always had the rock in my hand. So, like, but I went out there. It was a humbling experience, I'll tell you that. College will humble you. Everybody here was the man. So, like, and then, like I said, like, I want to say I was a little bit ahead of my time in my play style. My quarterback coach did not f with me. He did not like how I rolled. He did not like how I played quarterback. And I was on the back burner because of that.
What, they wanted to do like a more traditional style?
Yeah,
like drop back passes?
Drop back passes. You know what I'm saying? But we ran like the read option and stuff, but you could see how the quarterbacks, they ain't running that rock like I'm about to run this rock. Like, but you know what I'm saying? That's how he wanted. He wanted that more pocket, you know what I'm saying? And like, I could do it, but that really is not my game. Like, I need to mix it up. I got to. This is what I was used to, and he really messed with me. But I went through my freshman year, I got redshirted, which was terrible. It's miserable not playing football. You practicing crazy.
So what was you doing? Like, for those who don't know what a red shirt does.
You red shirt, you basically like you buy yourself a year. If they feel like you ain't ready yet, then you buy yourself a year. So like you'll practice and everything with the team, but when the team leaves and goes to games, like you don't go. You stay back or whatever, you'll lift and do a bunch of stuff like that, and you get to go home and you know what I'm saying, like stuff like that, but you don't get to travel with the team. So, like, home games, you're on the sideline, but you dressed, but you ain't getting in. You there, so you get to see everything. You in film and everything, but you're not in all the film. Like, so you in the film during the summertime, but when you get to the game weeks, like, when they go watch game film and stuff like that, you in the weight room lifting, or you out there running or stuff like that. Red shirt is cool, you know what I'm saying, develop or whatever, but if you used to playing, that shit sucks.
Right.
That shit's ass for real.
So you redshirt your freshman year.
Mm-hmm.
Then what's going on your sophomore year?
My sophomore year, so I'm getting a little bit of pub. I actually threw a touchdown in a couple games. I actually caught a touchdown in the game at what's Philly Stadium? I don't know what Philly Stadium is, but
the Eagles?
Yeah, that's when I caught my first touchdown at that stadium. It was an experience, but so after that, going to my redshirt sophomore year, like I told them like, hey, I need to get on this field. What I gotta do? They put me at receiver, and I started 3 years.
That's crazy, man. That's I mean, that's the testimony of the work you put in. You put your ego to the side, as far as with the quarterback, like because you wanted to play.
I need to get in the game. But my senior year, I actually got to go in a couple games.
I was going to get into that because I remember it was like everything came full circle.
Yeah.
So you played quarterback again your senior year, right?
Senior year, I played. Let's take it back. The game before that. Shout out to Nosh. I actually got to line up against Nosh. Like we were playing against each other. He went to Kent. And me and Nosh, I went lined up at receiver. So
you playing receiver?
And Nosh is playing DB. And
man,
we're cracking up laughing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to kill him. I'm trying to kill him. It's pouring down raining.
So he guarding you?
He's guarding me, yeah. It's pouring down raining. I'm trying to kill him. They know we running the ball. They know we ain't passing it. I ended up catching the pass. Got like 10, 15 yards. Got tackled. Nosh was in on the tackle, but he wasn't like, so it was like a gang tackle and everything.
Right.
We're cracking up laughing because like it's
who won the game?
We blew them out.
Oh, okay.
No, I don't know. It might not have been a blowout. It might have been a decent. It might have been a decent game, but they ain't win. No, they ain't beat us.
That's dope though.
That was dope. Yeah, that was raw, man. Out there with Nosh, man, just cracking up because like we played with each other. I only got one year with him. He was a sophomore, I was a senior, and then boom. We maxed back out. I want to say he was a sophomore. I was a senior again. We played each other. But then the next game, our quarterback got hurt that game. But they had the second or third string quarterback in, and it's crazy because all the coaches on the coaching staff at Toledo knew that I was going. I'm saying that I'll be doing raw shit at quarterback because I'd be tearing them up at practice with the second team. Like I would just go in there.
So you still, even as a starting receiver, you were still playing reps at quarterback.
Yeah, I'll go in with the second team against the first team defense. I'll be like, Coach, let me play quarterback for a little bit. He's like, all right, go ahead. And they already know you better be on your P's and Q's because I'm running. I'm going to run and I'm going to throw it deep. So the coaching staff is coming up to me like, yeah, we can't wait for you to get a series in the game. So I'm thinking like, I ain't getting no series in the game. They gonna let Mike J and them. On the whole, second quarter, they was like, yeah, you got to go in. I'm like, bet. Second play of the game, I threw a 75-yard touchdown. Cold, freezing. It's freezing down there in Chicago. It's snowing.
How you feel?
Man, the breath of fresh air.
Like quarterback again.
I'm back. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm back. Like this is what I was here to do. You know what I'm saying? So it was a good feeling to go back to my roots a little bit and get to playing ball like I know how to play ball, which wide receiver was cool though, you know what I'm saying? I actually got to learn the game from a different version, you know what I'm saying? So like I could understand what's going on here and my blocking fits here and where the running back is looking at and what the lineman is looking like. It was a great experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, do I wish we had a transfer portal? Hell yeah, I'd have got up out of there quick.
Bro, it's all about timing.
It's
like
about
everything's
timing.
about timing. Like these kids is getting paid. They can jump ship as soon as they want to jump ship. They getting recruited. They throwing hundreds of thousands of dollars and millions at them, bro. It's all about timing. It was just the wrong time.
Yeah, we paid our dues for this, I guess. You know what I'm saying? For this, but
you got little man coming. You got your son coming up. So
we need to go and grab you one of them deals.
Get you one.
Go and get you one.
Did you ever thought about going into coaching?
I thought about it, you know, but I would love the coaching. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that some of the players would relate well. I could relate well with them. You know what I'm saying? They would love to hear some of our young black talent that's been around coach them. You know what I'm saying?
So you haven't been around the program?
I would go to games sometimes. I go in the locker room and everything. But as far as like being around the program, like teaching and like helping out, no, I've never been.
That's weird to me, bro.
I've never been. I was never asked.
Whatever. We being honest here. It's the Legacy Lounge. That's weird to me. And I'm not calling anybody weird. Let me say that.
Right.
I just think it's weird to me for everything you did. Like one of the coldest, bro. Mm-hmm. One of the coldest.
It's unfathomable.
Yeah, I can't even. Yeah, one of the coldest, bro. At your position at football in general, like you can't really speak Big Red football without bringing your name up.
If they call, I answer, and Man, listen, I've been coaching youth football. I just been coaching it in PA.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I love coaching the kids. I love seeing the kids out there doing their thing, man. It's seeing the game from a completely different view. You know what I'm saying? And you actually can see more. Actually not being in the game and looking at it, you actually can see more. But I would love to bring back to our youth, especially our youth here in Steubenville, man. They got some younger, more relatable people on that staff, man. You might get a lot of talent that you wouldn't know we even had. Some talent they don't go out for football.
Like I can sit and talk to Coach Dwight, man, and his, he had the same situation with his dad, man, and he did this and he went D1 and his name is all over the record board.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The record books. Like if he did it, I can do it.
Right.
Like and that's not a knock on
not a knock on nobody.
Nobody.
Relatability, you can get a lot out of that relatability.
For sure.
You get a lot out of that. You know what I'm saying?
Because there's a lot of talent, bro. You know this. There's a lot of talent that walk away because they just not, they don't got nobody to grab them. Like, come on.
Here, come on. Like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You at the door here. I push you through that. I love on the death. I love Reno.
It's an amazing program.
It's an amazing program.
Like, it's
what we've been doing for this amount of years is amazing. It's amazing, and it don't get a lot better than that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there's always room for improvement if you look at yourself in the mirror and you look at everything that's around you. Look at the environment around you.
For sure.
Think like, how can we really make this better?
Yeah. Just for me as a man, as a fan, if Shaq Pettaway and Dwight Macon is saying that they want and they're willing to help the program, I don't understand why there's a second conversation to be had. Yeah. To me, and I don't know the inner workings, so maybe it's more than that. I don't know, bro. But
there might be a lot more into that.
But to me, it should be like, get here.
I'm more than willing to help. It's football. I love this game. You know what I'm saying? Outside of my mom, that's my first love. You know what I'm saying? So I love the game and I love to teach it. And you know what I'm saying? I love to see kids succeed in something that everybody has grown to love. Because there's nothing bigger than bigger football in Steubenville. I don't care what everybody says. I feel like when everybody's involved in this stuff, there's nothing like a Friday night at 7:30 at Death Valley. There's nothing better. Nothing like it. It don't matter what school you go to around. There's nothing.
They don't
like
understand unless you hear, bro. You could talk. You lived in Washington, PA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm sure you try to like describe it and explain it. You got to be there.
No, people know how big it is, but they don't understand. Like, you know what I'm saying, all that wearing down on you, all that pressure, all that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody here just want to see you be successful. You know what I'm saying? And some of the pressure, some of the people here want to see you fail.
Just make you go harder.
And how you go about that? You know what I'm saying? Is everything. And I love it. And I would love to give back to it.
Well, man, y'all heard it, man. Call this man. That's dope that, first of all, that you offering, but the way you speak about it still, you know what I mean, years later, like,
it's still there.
They don't understand. And I'm saying I ain't never played it down, but that's like, it's in me.
Exactly,
like,
but it's in everybody. You don't got to play to be a part of bigger football.
Facts.
Every fan, every kid, every coach, every player, everybody's a part of that, man. And it's like it's embedded in us from birth. If you was born here, you playing here.
When we was at the gala and your sister was awarded her recipient award, whatever, she spoke about the relationship with your moms.
Yeah.
What your moms meant to y'all. I mentioned before that y'all was a tight family, super tight family.
Right.
I just want to give you the opportunity, you know what I mean, to talk about what your mom's meant to you, like life without her.
If you know me, you knew my mom. Like I'm saying, she's right there for literally everything. She ain't miss a beat, and everybody loved her. You can't find me a person to tell me something bad about Cynthia Dixon, bro. You can't find nobody. You know what I'm saying? She was everybody's mom. If she was around you, that was mom's. All my guys, you can ask Jesse, you know what I'm saying, Kill, and that's Shaq is family. That's my cousin. You know what I'm saying? Jesse, it don't matter, black, white, girl, boy, she was everybody's mom. Like everybody was, you know what I'm saying, blessed by her presence. If she was around you, you felt something out of that. You got something out of that. She touched on a lot of kids' lives, especially a lot of my friends. You can ask anybody you want. She's touched on a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? And she was a very special person to me, my sister, to this whole community. You know what I'm saying? Cynthia was the greatest, man. And a life without her sucks. I ain't gonna lie. But I got these babies to keep me pushing forward. You know what I'm saying? I got to get them through that. You know what I'm saying? Get them through this. You know what I'm saying? Like, But Cynthia was a goat. She's my goat. She's my goat. She ain't missed a beat, man. Worked 2 jobs. Was working in the steel mill, you know what I'm saying? Just so I can have, you know what I'm saying, cleats and stuff for football. So Sierra can go to tumbling. You know what I'm saying? You ain't a lot of females working in the steel mill.
Right.
But she pulling them 16-hour shifts, man, for us. Make sure we had everything we need. So, like, she's just a blessing, you know what I'm saying? She's the most loving, caring person, God-fearing woman you could think of. She lived at the church. Lived there. She wouldn't catch her nowhere else. Monday through Sunday, she had Second Baptist.
Yes,
She had Second. You're going to see her car parked out there, and no matter what time of the day it is. But, yeah, man, my mom was one of them people that just, it sucks to lose. You know what I'm saying? But I hold her always right here next to me, right here in my heart. She's there. She's here. You know what I'm saying? I talk to her. She's here. You know what I mean? But just not mentally, just not physically. But she's a goat.
Rest in peace to Miss Cynthia. I appreciate you, bro. You know, I'll be honest with you, man. Sometimes I'll be reluctant to ask questions, like, you know what I mean, to put people on the spot like that, to force them to be vulnerable. Like, I struggle with it because I don't, you know what I mean, I don't want to put you in a position to get emotional or nothing like that. But the way you stood tall and to talk about your mom like that, and what made me ask is because of what your sister said.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, she went deep, had lost faith in God, and you know what I mean, how, you know, just because of losing your mom, that's how you could tell the impact. You know, your mom had an impact on the whole community, but you know, specifically, you know, yourself and your sister and the rest of your family. So I appreciate you, you know, for talking about your mom like that and being vulnerable with these lights on as a man.
She one of them people that, like, here or not here, man, you got it. You can't help but talk about her. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I just talk about it, everything that's good that come about her, which is everything.
Everything.
So, you know what I mean? Like, it sucks for us as a family and a community, but she still needs to be celebrated because she's one of them females that in this community that's just like Sierra. You know what I'm saying? Sierra just achieved exactly what my mom is. Everything. She embodies everything that she is. She's taken everything that she's taught her and embodied it into her life. And it's showing.
So you talked about your sister being your goat and the mom being the goat.
Yeah.
She just passed it down, man.
Passed it down, same person.
So she's still here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate that, bro. And since we know we talked about moms, we got to get into Uncle B real quick, man. We got to give it to Uncle B, man. Uncle B, we talked about. I didn't mention any Tigers coaches. Jet just he commented on one of our posts. He said Uncle B coached him at Grant School 40 years ago.
Man, Uncle Brian was coaching 40-plus years.
40-plus years,
40-plus years. And I couldn't stand his ass.
Yeah.
I tell you. Man, Little League, man. League, him right there. I love my Uncle Brian, man. Uncle Brian taught me a lot. He's taught me a lot, man. Mainly humility. Like, he's taught me, man, stay humble, man. Keep working. You know what I'm saying? I had 3 touchdowns in the game. He'll grab me up after the game. Why you cut it back? You could have just kept running. I'm crying at my mom. Like, Uncle Brian keep yelling at me. We won by 40.
Nah, man. I mean,
but he don't care, man. He gonna find something for you to improve on. You know what I'm saying? And I respect him for that. It actually kept me going. Like, yeah, maybe he was right. Like, maybe I should have just, you know, 1-2'd him and kept it pushing. I ain't had to cut it all the way back. Like, you know, but in that moment, as an 8-9-year-old, man, I ain't trying to hear that shit.
You just had 3 touchdowns. He asked you why you cut it back.
We up 40-6, game over with. Like, I'm trying to go play with the kids. You snatching me up. I'm over here crying, snotty nose.
Yo, he still got that fire.
He still got it. He still got that fire. Him and Harvey. I mean, Coach Melvin. Legends, bro. Coach Harvey, man. That's Coach
Legends,
Harvey.
Bro. Yeah.
Legendary, man. Love Coach Harvey.
Yeah, I mean, them two, man, we can name them, but to me, them two, man,
they go
Flowers,
hand in hand.
man.
Yeah, hand in hand.
Flowers, the Harvey Creech, and I call him Uncle B. It's Uncle B. Yeah. He everybody's Uncle B, Uncle man. B, Coach Brian Dixon, man. We talked about like a thankless job and not getting credit for volunteering. Man, they at the field an hour before practice. They at the field an hour after practice. They taking the kids home. They washing the helmets. They washing the uniforms. And they got more energy than the kids, man.
Than the kids do.
Uncle B been coaching for 40 years, and he brings it every single day, bro.
He's still there. He's still there. And he got this weird confidence. Like, it's like he'll give you his props, but he got his confidence with it. Like, you know, he's going up against his nephew. You know what I'm saying? In them games.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he'd be like, yeah, Zay, man. Yeah. He's like, but I got something for you.
I told you, man, he blew down. He blew down at the gala. Like, yeah. How to have a true legend. Because not only coaching, he was an athlete.
He was an athlete. Uncle Brian was a dog, and he played wide out. Uncle B was nasty.
So they don't know, man. You got to know your history. You got to know your history.
Uncle B
like
was
before
nice.
The coaching, he was nasty.
Uncle Brian was nice, man.
Yeah, man, that's another a legend, man, for sure. And I can't understate like what they do. Again, everybody. I talked about James earlier, but Harvey and Coach B, man, they got the little guys. They stay with the little guys. They love the little guys. When I say the little guys, the Bantams, and they don't want no other kids. Like, I mean, they love all the kids.
They want the little ones.
They want the little ones.
You know what's crazy? James running it, but they was there when James was playing.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. That's crazy.
That's crazy. That's full circle.
It's full
They
circle.
coach James.
They coach. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they coached him specifically. I think he was a little too old. But he on the staff. He on the Bantam staff. I think he played like JV. Or he played varsity. I think. Don't quote me, but I think he played varsity. But
they was on the staff and he was on the team. Yeah.
He was on the team.
That's
bro.
crazy.
So you've been around that long. It's something to be celebrated.
And no burnout, and they give 150%. Like they not there half-assing. No bad days. Like when they there, they bring it,
and they not taking nothing less than perfect.
Nope. Again, man, like they don't talk about stuff like that. Like you know, when they talk about Steubenville, they talk about the bad stuff that happened in Steubenville.
Yeah,
and what they do is so much deeper than football. It's football related. Man, you know shit, man, they still coach. That's still Coach Harvey to you. How old is you?
Harvey, 32.
32.
And I call him Coach Harvey to this day.
To this day.
To this day.
Like,
Coach
man,
Harvey,
like Inky had, like when we had Inky on, man, he said, you know, he tried to bring him to a game, like man, their impact is so profound, and these kids never forget that.
Yeah.
Like, never forget that, man.
Mm-hmm. That big of an impact on your life as a child, man, that you'll just never forget them. I can't forget Coach Harvey, man. 10 and 10. I can't forget it.
What that shit now is, you know, Broncos don't get tired. Child, please. Like
child,
these
please.
People will see Coach Harvey and say, child, please.
He's
like,
been saying that since I was a kid, bro. Child, please.
They love, and the kids love it, man. The cheerleaders love it. The parents love it.
Fans love it.
I mean, we at hour 20. That's our sweet spot.
Yeah.
But I don't want to cut you short. Like, one more thing before I let you go.
Yeah.
I need your top 5.
The best, listen, out of all respect to all the guys that came before and after me, I gotta say me, because who ain't gonna pick themselves? Like, I gotta be anybody better than me. But in a sense, Zach number 1. He's number 1.
Okay.
He got the stats. He got the accolades. Kudos to him. He's still doing that shit right now. He's a dog. You know what I'm saying? And he's doing it humbly. You know what I'm saying? That's a dog. Zach, me, Tub, Big Meat, and Stevie. Them is my top 5 players.
That's your top 5.
That's my top 5.
Zach, you, Tub, Big Meat, R.I.P.
Stevie
Davis.
In no particular order.
Okay, no particular order. All right, bet.
My favorites, though, number 1 is Schoon. Like, that's my favorite. Ain't no, the other orders is whatever, but my favorite player
is
Schoon. And then Hub. I used to love watching Hub play. Nate Hub playing, he was nice. Nate Hub was nice.
Dog.
Favorite. Meat, Benjamin. It's a dog. Mike Abbott is one of my favorite players to watch.
Hey, Speed, didn't Shaq say Mike Abbott too? That's crazy.
Mike Abbott was a hitter, bro.
Shaq said it too. Shaq said he was his favorite.
He used to hit stuff that just for no reason. Mike Abbott is one of my favorite. And Naj. Watching Naj play. It was my 5 favorite players to watch.
That's a solid list right there.
It's my 5 favorite players to watch. I was Hub's water boy. So, like, him in that 5 was one of the numbers I was contemplating on trying to get.
Hub was a freshman when I was a senior. And Todd Phillips was one of my best friends in high school. And Todd was a dog, middle linebacker.
Yeah.
Dog. Pound for pound, we talking pound for pound. Like, yeah. I think Todd had 107 tackles in 10 games, which was crazy.
He was going crazy.
Yeah, he was going crazy. But he told me at the time now, Todd blocked for Vinny West
Yeah.
for 2 years. And he told me, Hub, a freshman, he said, Nate Hubbard has Vinny West vision and cuts as a freshman. I never forget he said that to me. Like he endorsed, like, you know what I mean? He stamped him. He stamped Hub. Like, he said he going to be special. He said his vision and his cuts, he said he got him right now as a freshman.
Yeah,
and then, Hub, man, Hub was another one, bro, shut the city down. Like, Hubbard on the carry.
Hubbard. All you hear is Hubbard, Hubbard.
That's all you hear.
Hey, man, shout out to Vinny West, though. Vinny, you know what I'm saying, is another one of my favorite players. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was nice. He's actually my son's family.
Best believe if I got top 5 Vinny West in there. That's my brother.
Vinny was definitely.
Yeah.
Vinny was one of
Vinny,
them.
man. Vinny had the swag. Vinny was different, man. I was there for Vinny, so you know what I mean? Like, I was.
Yeah, so I really didn't see. I got to see some film.
Yeah.
But I really wasn't. I mean, I was young. I want to say, what year was Vinny?
Vinny graduated 2000.
2000. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I was at the games, but I'm 8. Like, so like I'm really not paying that much attention. You know what I'm saying? 7, 8 years old, but I remember hearing his name.
Vincenzo had that swag, man. He like, this was before you was even allowed to have swag. Like, Vinny was doing the DX. Like, Vinny, Chins was you talk about being ahead of your time. Like, for sure, Vinny was ahead of his time, man. He he could have been in the swaggy era for real, because he was just different. He brought something different to the game. That's my guy, man. Always will be. Shout out to Vinny.
Yeah.
I feel like we went through a journey.
Appreciate you having me on here, being able to talk about many things that's going on in Steubenville, these sports and everything. You know what I'm saying? I love what y'all doing. Keep this shit going, man. Keep this shit going. You got people, you don't even got to look for people. People looking for y'all. You know what I'm saying? We need, let me get on there. I got some stuff to talk about. Let me get on there. People looking for y'all. So, like, keep this up, man. Y'all doing y'all thing for real.
Love, bro. Love. That mean, I wish I can explain, like, when I hear shit like that, what that means.
Yeah.
But that really, really means something, man. It means something to both of us. I can speak for bro in that regard. Like, you know, I mean, you don't get tired of hearing that shit.
Yeah.
Man. You don't. I can hear that literally all day. I don't care who it comes from, man. But, you know, especially coming from you, just know, bro, I'm a fan, man. I was a big fan. A huge fan, you know, and seeing you transition, you know, from the football field into a father, man, and you talk about your son and your daughter and seeing that work that you put in with them and, you know, your willingness to give back, man, and work with the community, man. You know, I appreciate you, and shit, we locked in, man.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure, man.
So this episode happened, like, first of all, I told you we've been talking to Dwight since football season, but I just ran into Dwight at an event to where his sister was being honored. It was at Jaquan's event. And I say all of that to say, like, the stuff that we trying to do, you know, is events like Jaquan's event, to where, man, we can just build relationships and expand, you know, within Steubenville and beyond. And the love we get, I could tell y'all rocking with us, we need y'all. Like, we really need y'all. Like, man, a follow, a share can go such a long way, because it could reach a household or a phone or, you know what I mean, a device that we really wouldn't be able to reach.
Yeah.
So I don't want people to take, like, we don't take none of that for granted, and we need that, man. We don't got no sponsors, you know what I mean? We don't got no ads. This is all off the muscle. It's literally all off the muscle. Like, so, you know, if buying a hoodie means so much to us, buying a T-shirt means so much to us, I don't care if you donate $2. If you don't got it, tell your homeboy that, you know what I mean? We need all of that, because we trying to change the game for real. Like, we're literally trying to change the game and put on for the city. We want to show up for events. We want to put on events. We working full-time jobs, man. We got about 13 kids between us. Like, you know, it ain't easy, man. You know, I know my man make it look easy, man, but it ain't easy for sure. So, man, we need all of that, man. www.legacyloungemedia.com. Man, if you just purchase a hoodie, I don't even care if you don't wear that shit, man. You know, buy it for somebody else. There's a donation hub. There's a community hub where you could talk to us, or just go on the YouTube page, Legacy Lounge, and just subscribe. You can subscribe on Facebook. Any help we get, you know, it's going to work towards the bigger cause. And I said it 6 months ago, I'm going to say it again. We coming. Like, we here now, actually, but we trying to grow. and we trying to bring the city with us. Like, we literally doing this for ourselves, our family, but for the city as well. Like, that's our legacy. So www.legacylounge.media.com. Get on the website, man. Just view the website, browse around, share it, share the website, share this content, and man, make sure when y'all see, this is a legend in front of us, man. And he got some good things to say. It was a great interview. We didn't even take no break.
Yeah.
So, man, make sure y'all check this out from start to beginning. Man, go out, man. Support those coaches out there, you know, putting it all on the line for the kids. Man, don't tear them down, man. Please don't do that.
Lift them up.
Yeah, man, we need to lift them up, like all the way up for sure. And man, we appreciate y'all rocking with us, man. It's about to get nice outside. Y'all heard about the race. We got some other things going. We outside. You know, my man, he got the cheat code, so he figured out how to do this on the go. So you might see some episodes, but for the most part, man, when that sun is out, man, we outside for the summer, putting on for the city. Legacy Lounge, man, we out.